If I, my inner parent, am not for me, my inner child, who will be? This isn't a question of mere survival. It's a question of coming alive. I'm a tree of knowledge. I began as an Adam and Eve, naked in a garden. We produced fruits of good and evil. But then I turned into a fruit that went nuts. I now see the climate chaos around me as a clue to the chaos within me. As a suicide survivor, it's now my spiritual job to help others understand themselves from a more poetic perspective. All Republicans are insane. They believe God likes the way they feel about secular Jews, black people, women, gays, trans people, Latins, and Asians. We Democrats don't need God to remind us how to behave inside and out. We know Jesus created the container, contents, symbolism that makes it possible to fill ourselves with love. That goes beyond the metaphors of Moses. Jesus personified the immaculate child of God. But you're a child of God too. We all have the potential to create an immaculate inner child by advancing morally and ethically, regardless of our religion. That inner child is conceived in our heart. He produces the love inside us that overflows for others. If you haven't conceived an inner child, it's because you're afraid of self-intimacy. How else will you discover the joy of bearing an inner child and becoming an inner parent to him, her, or them? If you're spiritually past infancy and childhood, you're at least spiritually adolescent. You're ready to know yourself in the biblical sense of the word. To pray to God, I first had to learn to communicate with me by taking and receiving orders from myself. I had to become self-disciplined, wise, loving, and loyal. I did so by raising my inner child. Now I proclaim the right to make all decisions concerning my body. Life is a school. Other people's grades aren't going on my report card. If a woman wants an abortion or a man wants to remove his penis and testicles, that's a life lesson for them that doesn't concern me. I work on passing my own tests. I'm not graduating this school like a Republican. They only want an elementary school diploma. Good thoughts. We'll talk more about how I treat myself tomorrow.